Welcome to our channel. Today, we explore the profound impact of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, a cornerstone of Ethiopian identity, culture, and history. From shaping language to preserving unique traditions, the Church's contributions are vast and inspiring. Let's dive in. Introduction to the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Historic icons, church services, priests in traditional robes. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church is one of the oldest Christian institutions in the world, tracing its roots back to the 34 AD. Christianity was introduced to Ethiopia during the reign of King Ezana of the Aksumite Empire, but before Ezana accepted Christianity, Jandraba or Ethiopia.
The angel of the Lord said to Philip, "Get up and go toward the south to the road that goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza." This is a wilderness road. So he got up and went. Now there was an Ethiopian eunuch, a court official of the Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, in charge of her entire treasury. He had come to Jerusalem to worship and was returning home. Seated in his chariot, he was reading the prophet Isaiah. Then the Spirit said to Philip, "Go over to this chariot and join it." So Philip ran up to it and heard him reading the prophet Isaiah. He asked, "Do you understand what you were reading?" He replied, "How can I unless someone guides me?" And he invited Philip to get in and sit beside him. Now the passage of the scripture that he was reading was this: "Like a sheep he was led to the slaughter, and like a lamb silent before its shearer, so he does not open his mouth. In his humiliation, justice was denied him. Who can describe his generation? For his life is taken away from the earth." The eunuch asked Philip, "About whom, may I ask you, does the prophet say this? About himself or about someone else?" Then Philip began to speak, and starting with this scripture, he proclaimed to him the good news about Jesus. As they were going along the road, they came to some water, and the eunuch said, "Look, here is water. What is to prevent me from being baptized?" He commanded the chariot to stop, and both of them, Philip and the eunuch, went down into the water, and Philip baptized him. When they came up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord snatched Philip away. The eunuch saw him no more, and went on his way rejoicing.
The Roman Catholic Church, before there was a Greek Orthodox Church, before there was an Armenian Church, before there was any other church, there was the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, the oldest standing church to this day. So if you want to talk about the African roots of Christianity, you need to start down in Ethiopia. Don't let somebody tell you your faith is the white man's religion.
Because of bunch of white nationalists, as you said, bunch of white nationalists push Christianity down your throat.
Christianity was in Africa before Europe.
Whoa, did you hear that?
The Ethiopian Bible is older than the King James Bible.
Thank you. That's exactly right.
The argument that colonialism brought Christianity to Africa is completely wrong.
Why is it completely wrong?
Because Christianity was already in Africa before Europe.
Christianity was in Africa before Europe.
And one thing you need to know is that Christianity is not a European religion.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Christianity is not a European religion. So one thing you need to ask yourself is, why did the people there choose to accept this religion? And one of the reasons why they chose to accept this religion was that some of the values being propagated by this religion already aligned with their values.
Ethiopia eunuch making it the state religion. This ancient church is not just a spiritual institution, it's a living heritage that has shaped Ethiopia for centuries. Contribution to Ethiopian language and literature. One of the church's most remarkable contributions is the preservation and development of the Guizi language. Originally a spoken language, Guizi became the liturgical language of the church. It's the foundation of Ethiopia's major languages, including Amharic and Tigrinya.
Any guesses as to what this book is? It has a wooden cover, leather pages, vellum pages. Look how it's stitched together. Look how cool that is right there. Well, as I open it up, Here's your first clue as to what it is. If you know the symbolism of a man riding with a lion at his foot, you know exactly what this is. This is actually the book of Mark. That's the evangelist, St. Mark, and his symbol is the lion and him riding. And you'll notice this is not a common language, but this is Ge'ez. This is the Ethiopian liturgical language. And this is the Gospel of Mark. And it's from the late 1800s. And you can still see the vibrant colors. This was kept out of the sunlight. And if we go down, and it's rare to have many images in here, but we're getting to another one here. Okay, there's the crucifixion, which it talks about in the book of Mark. And if we go to the very end, we'll see a couple of more very vibrant paintings. And this book is in really spectacular conditions. Tell me what you think about this very old copy of the book of Mark in Ge'ez.
Without the church, much of Ethiopia's literary heritage might have been lost to time. The church's influence extends to Ethiopia's unique architecture. Take the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built in the 12th century, these structures symbolize faith and ingenuity. These architectural wonders are pilgrimage sites and serve as symbols of Ethiopia's enduring Christian heritage. Spiritual practices and festivals. Timkat celebrations, Meskel festival, church ceremonies. The church's traditions have deeply influenced Ethiopian culture. Celebrations like Timkat, Epiphany, and Meskel, Finding of the True Cross, are national holidays, blending religious devotion with cultural expression. Celebrating Timkat with water blessings and processions. These festivals unite millions, showcasing Ethiopia's unique blend of faith and community spirit. Education and social contributions. For centuries, the church was Ethiopia's primary educational institution. Monasteries served as centers of learning, teaching theology, history, and literature. Interview with historian. The church's schools laid the foundation for Ethiopia's intellectual traditions. Even today, its moral teachings influence the country's values. Guardians of national identity. The church has also been a guardian of Ethiopia's sovereignty. During foreign invasions, it played a crucial role in preserving Ethiopian identity and unity. Its influence strengthened the nation's resistance to colonization, making Ethiopia a symbol of African independence. Today, the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church continues to inspire millions. It bridges ancient traditions with modern life, offering spiritual guidance and cultural pride. Young Ethiopians in traditional and modern attire attending church services. It's not just a church, it's a pillar of Ethiopian identity. From language and literature to architecture and national unity, the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church has left an indelible mark on Ethiopia. Its legacy reminds us of the power of faith and culture to shape a nation. Ethiopia Orthodox Tewahedo, powerful and spiritual church. Ethiopia Orthodox Tewahedo, the oldest church. Ethiopia Orthodox Tewahedo Church, directly apostolic succession. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.
Sama